Okay, let's test out the ejection seat. That is so cool. That is so cool. And the way that the camera sticks with the pilot instead of with the plane, that is so cool. They added the sound effect for it as well. I don't care if it's like not completely accurate to a real life ejection seat. It is better than what we had before and it looks cool. Yeah, bailing out only takes a second as well in planes that have ejection seats. Look at him go! He's gonna get... Ah, there he is! He is gonna get a right bollocking from the base staff for doing this. How many people can we have in the air at the same time? This is like Kerbal Space Program now. Try bailing out in first person. Good idea. Okay, it boots you into the third person animation. And if you play the F4S, you can bail 2 out at a time. Really? Is that added? Let's test fly. Not really fly per se. More like stay on the carrier and still smash the eject button. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! That is so cool! Sending it. Sending another. Airborne division is underway. Oh my gosh! Sending another. Behold, the new American Air Force in War Thudner. Oh, that was close for the second person to eject it. That was a bit too close for my liking. Now, I am not well informed on top tier, but this seems pretty different. I don't recognize this. Is this a new plane? Or is this already in the game? Because I don't recognize this twin tail. Vito! No. Mum, can we have the F-35? We have the F-35 at home. The F-35 at home. Right, if my control scheme is... Yes! Oh my lord. That is so cool. I was happily going to make fun of this plane, but... That is some over-engineering right there. What the hell? The entire exhaust assembly. What the hell? I can't figure out if that's really cool or really dumb. Either way, let's take off anyway. Holy fuck. It's just so cool though. Look at the... I love it when things are like overly animated. It takes off faster than the Harrier. It's so cool. It's interesting how it also acts like an air brake as well. The cover for the exhaust moves out of the way. So when you want to enter hover, it puts out that cover to sort of act as an air brake. And it's supersonic? Wow. Alright, that's really impressive. The hover has a second layer of thrust on the underside. You know, I was happily going to make fun of this plane, but it's actually cooler than I thought. There you go, broke the sound barrier. Ah, wait a minute. I do not think this was designed for carrier takeoffs in this manner. Unless, hang on. What if I have the brakes on? Let's go! Let's go! No. This is a vertical takeoff situation. Let's go! This feels more controllable to me than the Harrier's VTOL. But I also get the feeling this was developed later than the Harrier. Source, I don't know, I just made it up, but it's probably right. Door flip. Man, imagine doing that in any other plane. Like, that was some ace combat shiz right there. Right then, they finally added the Char-2C that we saw in the original Char-2C advertisement. Now they've actually added it, which is a chunkier 75mm gun, which is the variant we have in Battlefield 1, I think. But this is also in the main tech tree now, it's not a premium. But with the downside of terrible armor. At BR 2.7. I don't think you're going to do well, mate. Oh, look, it's got the bow guns. It's got the bow guns now. Do they work, though? No. That would involve Gaijin actually doing something. So yes, now we actually got the true variant of the baguette machine in game. I don't even have a good thing for this. The UFO cupola just like menacingly spinning. Actually, both of them are menacingly spinning. The good thing is, why do you need a cannon stabilizer when your vehicle's so slow? It's fine. But yeah, it's got a French 75mm gun now. It's going to do better, but you had a higher BR to pay the price. And also, you're so damn slow. But at least it's in the main tech tree now, which is nice. Armor pen value. 75mm, 11mm a pen. I don't know. Some HE shells just like are really good at overpressure. Explosive mass 700 grams. That's a lot, but I don't know if it's enough. 50mm of pen is not good for 2.7. Is this meant to just overpressure? New Soviet AA. Check one. This is an interesting looking system. Relies on the skill of the gunner, something I don't have. There we go. The rounds are going a bit faster than anticipated. Reload's not too bad. Wow, look at the size of those magazines. It's like Beaufighter gun magazine, but jacked. Also, the guns don't seem to overheat, like, anywhere close. So you can just hold the trigger down and unleash your heavy cannon. I think the only downside is you don't get many magazines. Does it reload 2 magazines at once, or only 1 magazine at a time? Let's see, I'm holding the triggers down because I'm curious, when it loads, is it going to fire both guns at once or 1 at a time? Like only one gun. Nope, both together. So if you stay in a cap point, you'll be rearming faster than you can fire off your ammunition, I think. Very slow initial deplaying. Let's see, and now they have a new AA. So that was BR6. Now apparently they got a new top tier. Ooh, what is this? 4 30mm cannons. And it looks like 12 rocket launchers. What an absolute beast. Check the range on those missiles. Launch rate 20 kilometers. That is insane. I thought like some of the best rockets in the game were only like 12 kilometers. How big is this weapon platform? How did they squeeze so much onto this truck? Okay, how good are these missiles at maneuvering, though? Smart. You just got a bit of everything. If you feel like using a rocket, use a rocket. You got 12 of them. If you want to use a gun, that's fine as well. You got a radar, so you can just lock on. Have the range spoon-fed to you. And it gets 12 rockets. I'd be happy if this thing had like 4 rockets. But yes, interesting plane. Interesting tonk. Vehicle, something. Let's see its land characteristics. I mean, look, if they added this, tell me, S-300 in War Thudner when? Come on, Gaijin, S-300. Oh, you can even fire rockets on the move? That is so cheeky. So in Tank RB, you can just be like, yeah, I'm just going to reposition my vehicle around here. You don't need to worry about being caught with your trousers down when you're trying to relocate. You can fire on the move. On road, we're doing pretty good. 50 kph. Let's take it off-road. I mean, look, I liked Mr. Beast's Party Fortnite Battle Wagon. That was good. But this thing, I think, might rival it, especially with those cannons. So on-road around 50 kph, off-road around 35-ish. Let's see, did they bother to program in the radar shutdown animation? Yep, they did. So it's basically going to be the Soviet equivalent of the flak bus. I call it the flak bus, it's like the Flower Catting Rad or something like that. Oh god, look at that name at the top. That is such a German name. Take all the words in the dictionary and smush them together. East Germans have now got the Mk.29. Wait a minute. Yes, yes, yes! I wanted this for so long. Gimme, 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 gimme. What can we get? 37 mil for... Oh yeah, I remember these boats used to do 60 mil in the past. Gimme, 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 gimme. I loved the silly little unit in Company of Heroes 2. We've had the turret in the game for a while from my understanding, but now they've married it with the scout car. Turret traverse was faster than I thought it would be, and the current vehicle in game is very slow. So it must go on electric drive now. Holy shit, hands can drift. There's currently a turret of this on a Panzer II and a Puma in game. Sick ass drifts. Rear wheel steering as well. I look forward to playing this though, like goofy little armoured car. Soviet steel so stonk. Look at that, the driver. I'm fucking invincible. There we go. And the turret traversal will make it a really good flanker. We're probably not going to take out a T-34. Overall, very cute little thing. It's in the tech tree at BR 1.7, so I look forward to getting it. Oh, we've got another M6A1 variant. What's new this time? It has 75mm instead of a 76. Oh no, that's not good at all. The Shermans had the 75. Is this a different variant of 75, or is it the same one the Shermans had, the M4? Yeah, I'm not getting excited for this anymore. Even if it's at BR5, you're going to get dunked on by Tigers. That can't be right. I thought the 76 was better than the 75. Like, a big difference in penetration values. 150mm pen with the 76mm gun. The new variant, 104mm pen. And wait, they moved the M6... Let's just double check. Let's put this into RB. Okay, yeah. I set it to realistic, so the BRs are the same now. Armor of the M6A1, around 80mm at the front. And the turret, 80mm. 80mm again. So why would you get the other variant? Okay, I can't draw a conclusion about what the difference is between the M6A1 and the US... Well, I guess it's going to be called a T1E1. Other than the cannon, which is worse. New Italian... To me, it looks like the 75mm... I don't know, any Italian tank from World War II with a 75mm gun. I think it's like... Almost looks like riveted armor. It isn't. But it looks like riveted armor to me. Wait, so you're saying this is a new tank? Oh, you mean IRL? Chat, do you think there's anything that isn't accurate with the composite armor prediction by Gaijin here? I think you could do us all a favor, and if anybody works with this tank, please feel free to share the actual armor values of this composite. You may have noticed they've done new, on the X-ray model, they now color different components differently instead of having everything the same color. Bit easier to understand what's going on now. 75mm Mk.5 something cannon. Okay. Very good reload rate. What's the round like? Good old reliable stock AP. Oh my god. It's a 75mm gun firing armor piercing. It couldn't even pen a Panzer II. Okay, that's actually aim at a weak spot. Oh my god, this is why I tell people don't play Britain. Just play Germany or Soviet Union if you're starting out the game. Because then you get APHE. Oh my god, this is why I do not advise anybody to play Britain until you're an expert at the game. I know, but I'm just saying, this is the stock experience, and you're not going to pen a Panther. No. There you go, M61 shot. Default round 91mm, APHE 104mm. Yeah, you're going to be going for that one. Oh yes, the Chinese have got the German scout car. Oh, slower firing and bigger mag. Instead of a 10-round magazine, now you've got 20 rounds in the magazine. But the rate of fire is just a smidge slower. It also doesn't get HFAP, and that is disappointing. Okay, the gun can elevate. Oh my, the gun can elevate. So I'm guessing you'll be using this as an anti-aircraft gun. Even with that really slow rate of fire, if you do hit a plane flying a lot. What the fuck? I'm not showing Israel yet. Let's check out Israel. Okay, new Merkava. What makes it different from the other Merkavas? I don't know. Oh, when you said Sweden got a new AA, I was like, oh boy, something interesting. No, it's just Gepard. Well, I guess the Gepard is the weapon system married with a Leopard. The radar is different though. I take back my snide remarks. It's got a new radar. What is this? Does it have a tracking radar? Where's the tracking radar? I see. When the radar's locked on, it's no longer a scanning radar. I don't know the technical terms. But the radar is now fixed. It can only track one thing. So when I break the lock, it's on active search like a sonar. And then when I acquire the lock, it just lasers in on that one thing. But I just think this is quite a trade-off, because once you acquire that lock, you lose the ability to maintain your eye on the sky. You are committed looking tunnel visioned in. You're losing when you get that lock, you're sort of tunnel visioning in on that one target. I always wondered what would happen in real life. Not War Thudner, real life. If a Gepard just went ham on a T-72. And I mean went ham, fully mag dumping into the front of it. For example, a T-72 is under fire from a Gepard. I've never been to combat. I never hope I ever have to go to combat. But I was thinking all the ERA is just going to fucking explode instantly. All the optics and anything mildly delicate on the tank. I know it's not fragile, it's a tank, but all of the optics, are they just going to instantly blow up? All the sensors are going to get frazzled. And then the crew inside the tank, will you just physically, will your brain start turning into jelly? Either from just the ear-splitting noise and vibrations in the air. I was basically just over the moon that they added the Beaufighter cockpit to this game. I can't believe I played this game. I think I played this vehicle over 8 years ago. It was one of my favorite vehicles to play in arcade. I just used to love flying the Beaufighters and doing stupid head-ons in air arcade. And I can't believe it that I finally, after all these years, have got a modelled cockpit. It's a little late for me. But it finally happened. That's the 8,000-pounder bomb. Bigger than the 4,000-pounder bomb, but not the biggest. So, let's showcase the biggest. So, the biggest bomb in the game now, I think, 12,000-pounder bombs, explosive mass 4 tons, which is equivalent to TNT 6,300 tons. Compare that to the Pe-8, which has an explosive mass of 3,300 tons, but the TNT equivalent is only 5 tons. The British one is 6,300 tons, so the Pe-8 has finally been dethroned after all these years. It no longer has the biggest explodey bomb in the game. The biggest explodey bomb, which is a very technical term, now belongs to the British, which gets carried by their Lancasters. Look at that. That is 12,000 pounds of bomb. 6,300 kilograms equivalent of explosive mass. Hi, I'm Mr. Beast. I'm gonna fucking destroy this village. Last person standing in the village wins this bomb. Yeah, I made sure to climb to 400 meters at least. Mr. Beast challenge. Hi, I'm Mr. Beast and I just purchased this island, which I'm gonna nuke. Last person standing on the island wins the island. Oh my god, Jimmy, I'm your biggest fan. Hi, how are you finding the radiation on the island? Well, it's not so bad. I've only been puking blood for 4 days now. But, you know, an island's an island, and I look forward to hopefully winning this. Yay, double thumbs up. Let's try and bring this down to 300 meters to see what happens if we drop the bomb at 300 meters. Okay, dropping the bomb, traveling 200 kilometers per hour at 250 meters. We were 250 meters up, so if you were within like 200 meters, I reckon you're fried. One issue I've had with this game for a while is that everything always seems to be jiggling gently. I never really understood. Is it because of web? I'm not webbing though. Dropping the bomb at 1,500 meters. 150 meters. Just waiting to reach that altitude. Boop. Bomb away. There it is. Oh, we're losing control. We're going down. I don't even know what happened. We just are going down. We lost the elevator control, that's why. Fuck. That's it? That's the French Navy? I thought there was a tech tree or something. This is all the French get for now? Okay, other than the rear of the ship, this looks like how every ship that I look at looks like. Like 2 guns on the front, midsection with some torps, some guns towards the rear. But this bit's unique, I guess. French DDs have very good guns, very big boats for their class. It's the rear of the ship that surprised me. It feels very like, almost like a cruise ship. And it's very long. There you go, got some hits. Just aim towards the bridge. Basically small cruisers, okay. Yep, they added new smoke for the funnels. You can sort of see the smoke following us. Very thick. Right then, let's go test out the Japanese ship that I completely ignored. Yeah, not a fancy ship. A solid premium though if you want to play naval, I'm guessing. Like beginner naval, and just like every Japanese ship, equipped with torp launchers. And spare torps for the launchers. Which was basically just Japanese doctrine for their cruisers, just like, guns are mid. Add more torps. USS Nevada. Do we have an equivalent in game already? It's basically Arizona, okay. It looks, I mean, they didn't just copy paste it at least. Like, look, you got 2 turrets here instead. The deck looks more sleeker. They added in these turrets instead. Anti-aircraft things here. So it's a refit, but they actually bothered to like model it. Because it looks quite like night and day difference between these ships here. Like, under the deck's probably the same, I guess, but the other ship actually has anti-air now. So with the guns, did they change anything? Because they only got 2 guns instead of 3 anymore in the top turret. Yeah. Least amount of anti-aircraft guns on an American ship. Enemy, quick, engage Jupiter. Yeah. Jupiter ain't fucking around and finding out. It doesn't even look like the Beaufort guns are firing. Was that a bug? The Beaufort guns should be engaging, but they're not.